Hallie, aides to President Biden have been conducting an exhaustive search, we are told, of other locations to make sure they've gathered up all the classified documents.
Now, here's my question. Why is it that these searches are going on? Why did these searches, quote unquote, suddenly happen? All of a sudden,
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking. We found number 2, and I'm not talking about what Joe Biden leaves in his underwear on a daily basis. What I'm talking about is a second batch of classified documents from the Obama era presidency, from when Joe Biden was the vice president. Found a batch on Monday, found a batch today. You know what I'm saying? This is an article from NBC News, and what it says is Biden aides find second batch of classified documents at new location. On Monday, the White House acknowledges a small number, quote unquote, and notice how they keep saying small number, despite the fact that him and Trump did the exact same thing. Just because Biden had less classified documents, they're trying to make it as, oh, you know, he didn't do anything wrong. Let me ask you guys something. If I had to delete maybe like 100 people and somebody else only deleted one person, would you say, let that guy slide? Because I mean, you know, Blacklight, he deleted about 100 people. This guy only deleted one. Yeah, no, these are the false equivalencies that the media uses. So let's check out this news clip and see exactly what it is that they're talking about.
Aides to President Biden have apparently discovered another set of classified documents, this time in a different location than the office where the first batch was discovered, according to a person familiar with the matter. I want to bring in now the team breaking this story. NBC News White House correspondent Carol Lee, our Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Delaney. And Ken, let me start with you with what we know.
Hallie, aides to President Biden have been conducting an exhaustive search, we are told, of other locations to make sure they've gathered up all the classified documents.
Now, here's my question. Why is it that these searches are going on? Why did these searches, quote unquote, suddenly happen? All of a sudden, we're interested in where the documents are that Biden may have possibly taken out of the White House during the Obama era of the presidency. Why is that all of a sudden a thing that's on the agenda? Why is that happening? Things to think about, huh?
That went to the wrong place, because if it happened once, it could happen again. And what we're told is that they have found at least one additional batch of classified documents. Now, that's basically all we know. We don't know the extent, the nature of the classification on these documents. We don't know exactly when they were found. And again, we don't know whether this was anything more than an inadvertent error by whoever was packing the documents as they left the Biden White House. But it's significant because it shows that the scope of this may be more broad than we first realized. You know, we were initially talking about a set of less than a dozen documents in one location at the Penn Biden Center. Now it appears there are more classified documents.
So now what I find interesting about this is that if we wanted to, we could take the angle and say, well, you know, Trump only had documents at one location. Looks like Biden had documents at multiple locations. And listen, if you guys pay attention to the way that Biden's son leaves laptop computers all over the place that have quote unquote sensitive documents, let me ask you guys something, and I want you to give me your honest opinion in the comment section. Do you really trust this guy to leave sensitive stuff secured? Or do you think that Biden might just forget things here and there, like his continence? Let me know.
That went astray after Joe Biden left the Obama administration.
So there's that. All right. So now what it says in the article is Aides to President Joe Biden have discovered at least one additional batch of classified documents in a location separate from the Washington office he used after leaving the Obama administration, according to a person familiar with the matter. Since November, after the discovery of documents with classified markings in his former office, Biden aides have been searching for any additional classified materials that might be in other locations he used, said the source, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to provide details about the ongoing inquiry. Now, here's my question, right? They found these documents back in November, before the midterms. So my question is, why is it that we in the public are just now hearing about it? All right. The White House did not return a request for comment. The Justice Department had no comment either. Why is it that the people with all the information don't have a comment about this? The initial discovery of classified documents in an office used by Biden after his vice presidency was first reported on Monday by CBS News. The classification level, number, and precise location of the additional documents was not immediately clear. And I don't understand how this stuff would not be immediately clear, because if they found the documents, opened the documents, and reviewed the documents, I don't understand why that information wouldn't be on the documents, especially if they're government issued documents. But I digress. It was also not immediately clear when the additional documents were discovered and if the search for any other classified materials Biden may have had from the Obama administration is complete. Biden aides have been sifting through documents stored at locations beyond his former Washington office to determine if there are any other classified documents that need to be turned over to the National Archives and reviewed by the Justice Department, the person familiar with the matter said. Now, my question is, why is it that Joe Biden has no idea what he was doing with these documents and how they got to all these different locations they got to? And if Biden doesn't know how they got there, or if Biden doesn't know what was going on, then who is it that had access that put this stuff all over the place? These are the questions that we need to find the answers to. The search was described as exhaustive, with the goal of getting a full accounting of all classified documents that may have been inadvertently packed in boxes when Biden cleared out of the vice president's space in January of 2017. The White House on Monday issued a statement confirming that a quote-unquote small number of documents, but a growing number of locations with classified markings that appeared to be from the Obama administration had been found at a Washington think tank tied to Biden on November 2nd. The documents were discovered in a locked closet by Biden's attorneys, while they were prepared to vacate the office space at the Penn Biden Center for Diplomacy and Global Engagement. Richard Sober, a special counsel to the president, said in a statement on Monday. The University of Pennsylvania had leased a suite of offices for the center in February of 2018, including one for then private citizen Biden's personal use when he was in Washington. So what was he doing personally with those documents? That's the question. Biden told reporters Tuesday that he was surprised by the discovery and that he didn't know what was in the documents. Well, if you didn't know what was in them, then why would you take them? Let me ask you a question. If you didn't know whether a gun was loaded or not, would you stick the barrel in your mouth and shoot it? You know what I'm saying? The chair and vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee have written to Director of National Intelligence, Avril Haines, asking for access to the classified documents, a damage assessment by the intelligence community, and a briefing on both the Biden and Trump documents, 3 congressional staffers said. This request is similar to how the committee requested information after the raid at Mar-a-Lago, former President Donald Trump's resort in Florida, the staffer said. Sauber said Biden's lawyers immediately reached out to National Archives about the find, and the agency took control of the documents the next day. 2 sources familiar with the matter said less than a dozen documents with classified markings were found at the office. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you ask me, one set of documents that the president can't seem to recall is a little bit more than I'm comfortable with. But with the history of Hunter Biden leaving his laptop all over the place, and now clearly a history of Vice President Joe Biden leaving classified documents all over the place, are you really considering voting for these guys with these superior memories in the next election cycle? Let me know. The archives referred the matter to the Justice Department. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland has asked John R. Losh, U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois and a holdover Trump appointee, to review how the classified material ended up in the closet. A source familiar with the matter told NBC News on Monday. "We're cooperating fully," Biden said on Tuesday. I mean, you kind of don't have a choice. What choice do you have? Now, again, here we go. Mainstream media. We're going to deflect back to Trump. Trump's possession of over 100 documents with classified markings, despite have been subpoenaed for their return, is the subject of a federal criminal investigation by the Justice Department. Trump has repeatedly mocked Biden over the find on his Truth Social account, while suggesting he'd been treated unfairly and targeted by federal investigators, despite the very different fact sets between his and Biden's cases. A giant scam, he wrote. Now, here's some of the facts that are different that the mainstream media aren't reporting. Biden has left classified documents in multiple locations. Trump had them at Mar-a-Lago. Trump was president and possibly declassified a lot of the documents that were at Mar-a-Lago. Biden was the vice president and did not have privileges to declassify the classified information that they found in his possession in his former offices. So if you ask me, this is just a show. This is just a fake. This is just a theatrical presentation for political commentary. Nothing's going to happen. Biden's not going to jail. Trump's not going to jail. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, new crisis suddenly. All right. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys leave lots of comments in the comment section. Make sure you guys smash the like button. If you're not subscribed to the video, make sure you hit that bell icon twice, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right. Peace.